Hey Tubbo, my chat wants us to kiss. I don't want to kiss you, Tubbo.
Aww.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Velocity, where today Technoblade is in trouble again, and Tommyinnit is actually in danger this time. Yeah, I know, I made a video about it before and it was kind of a joke, but this time it is actually something that's kind of worrying. So in case you haven't been on Twitter recently, #KickDave was trending last night, and if you don't know who Dave is, fair enough, it's actually Technoblade's real name, but a lot of people don't know that because he's not really comfortable with saying his name online. And it's actually kind of reminiscent of some drama that happened ages ago. Back when JSchlatt first went on the Dream SMP, they actually got #KickSchlatt on trending because they wanted Schlatt to no longer be in the Dream SMP because they didn't like him for his jokes, for his views. Obviously, that didn't go well. Schlatt got back on the server, he's friends with all the content creators, but why is #KickDave trending? Well, in case you haven't seen my full video on it, I'll leave a link to that one in the description, and I'll give you sort of a short summary. Basically, Technoblade made some pretty off-color comments and jokes when he was younger, as I'm sure everybody expected the drama to be, and people found it on his Twitter. He deleted loads of old tweets to try and get rid of them because obviously it's something that he's not happy about, but people are still upset about it. And in fact, people are so upset about it that now, maybe a week after it's all happened, is #KickDave on trending because of these jokes that he made in the past. So yeah, these jokes kind of came back to bite Technoblade, and now a lot of people are very much annoyed at him, but he hasn't actually addressed it. No, it's been a little while since it all came out, and he still hasn't addressed it, whether that be on stream, whether that be on Twitter, whether that be anywhere. He's pretty much just ignored it because, hey, he's already deleted the tweets, you know, he's already made it clear that it's not something that he stands by or supports anymore. And what's more, for those of you that don't know, Dave is actually Technoblade's real name, and Technoblade has said that he doesn't want his real name, Dave, to be used on the internet. He's very private about things. He's done a couple face reveals that he wasn't comfortable with, and he doesn't use webcam on streams because, well, he's just not that comfortable with having his face, his personality, his name on the internet, especially with the amount of followers that he has. So that's why the #KickDave is directly opposing that. It is directly against Technoblade because it's like, hey, you don't want us to use your real name, well, we're annoyed at you, so we will. And I feel like that's just going to make him even less likely to actually respond to it. I don't know if that's just my thoughts, but I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, it goes both ways. But it's actually kind of backfired a little bit because if you look at #KickDave on Twitter, most of the results are of people defending Technoblade and saying things like, hey, don't call him Dave, you know, he said these things ages ago, they were jokes that he made when he was like 17, and obviously he doesn't stand by them anymore because he's deleted them all. And I actually saw a tweet which kind of surmised the situation really well. It is, what did Minecraft, YouTube, and Twitter get trending now? With this bingo sheet full of all the things that they've done before. It's, you know, do they want them to apologize? Are they harassing them or doxing them? You do get the free space in the middle for JSchlatt because he's just always trending. You have the word hurt, if they use the word hurt, /neg, that always gets on trending. But no, it has definitely become kind of a pattern where whenever a content creator says something maybe slightly controversial or has made a joke in the past that is offensive, all of a sudden they are now being held accountable, I guess is the phrasing that they use for it. Instead of just saying harassed on Twitter by thousands of children, what instead they say is, oh, we're holding them accountable. Apparently that is what's going on. So I think in short, Technoblade probably isn't going to reply to this. I mean, #KickDave will not be trending for long. Obviously, it seems like a big deal right now, but I feel like it'll blow over. I did see another tweet saying, starting tonight, Sleepy Tweet disbanded because of how Technoblade hasn't apologized yet. Till further notice, they are now Coral Tweet that involves Will, Phil, and Tommy. So now the stan groups are removing him from their groups of creators that they stan. I mean, surely that would just happen anyway. Why do you need groups for this? Can't you just be fans of them? I mean, it does feel like a few people are taking it more seriously than it really needs to be at this point, to be totally honest. But that's not the only thing that's happened today in the Minecraft YouTube community. No, there was actually another account that got completely suspended for very, very good reason. So I'm actually going to blur the profile picture and cover photo of this account because, well, you'll see why. So this is the account, main @Tommyinnit, #Tommyinnit. Thank you for saying I make your day better, boys. You make my day better too. So they have about 1,000 followers. They're a pretty big stan account, but they are a Tommyinnit stan account. They have made that very clear. And the reason why I've actually blurred the banner and the profile picture is because they're both fan arts of Tommyinnit, but inappropriate fan arts of Tommyinnit, and he is a minor, he is a child, you know, it's kind of weird to see him in that situation. And this account was made in February of 2021, so that means that they've only been active for about 2 months, but to be honest, I'm surprised that with 1,000 followers, they've been able to get away with having this on their account for 2 months so far. So the profile picture and header were pretty bad, you know, they were bad enough, but if you look through at some of the tweets, it feels like this account is either just trying to bait a reaction, or it is somebody who is seriously deranged, with tweets like, how do people look at Tommy and Wilbur and go, brothers, bestie, they, screwing, and bottom Tommy supremacy? Even though, again, Tommyinnit is a child, he is an actual legal child, and it's just so weird to do this anyway. I think I'm of the opinion that shipping creators in general is kind of weird. Obviously, I know some creators say it's okay to ship them and like you can do it, but I still think it creates a weird relationship. But what makes it even weirder is when you are shipping someone who is actually a child, who is a minor. That is just way too far, and it gets to a point where, you know, is it considered harassment? Because it is definitely illegal. There are also some golden tweets like, bottom Tommy cult, I hope y'all are proud of me. Well, I can tell you nobody is proud of this person, nobody is proud of this account. It's just such a shame because they are clearly trying to engage in the sort of the stan community and be a good part of it, but they're taking it way too far. And the final tweet that I actually have here is, Tubbo Tops Ranboo, sorry, it's true, God said so. So it is not just Tommy that they are putting in the situations. No, it is Tubbo, the other legal child. The other person who is legally a child is now being talked about in that kind of a manner. The other person who is uncomfortable with being shipped and being put in those sort of scenarios is now being talked about like that. So thankfully, their Twitter account is completely deleted now. Whether they deactivated or whether they got suspended, I'm not sure, but let's hope they got suspended, and let's hope they don't come back to Twitter. Because to be honest, you know, as much as I do criticize stan culture and the sort of the stan communities, I do feel like there are good parts of it that is completely ruined by people like this who just feel the need to make horrible things. And on top of that, it's also completely inappropriate to cross the boundaries that are set by the content creators. Like, I know that stans have a bit of an issue with separating themselves from their creator and thinking that they're friends with them, but this is just way too far. This is what happens when you think that you have the right to do something that involves someone, and then you also put yourself in a situation where you create content about them doing things that they have stated they're uncomfortable with. Let's hope that this is the last account that this person makes and that they don't come back to Twitter, because to be honest, they really should be held accountable for this. This is the kind of thing that is actually, it is illegal, it is horrible to see. But anyway, that's it for today's video. I just thought I'd point out that those two things were going on with the Minecraft YouTube community. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments down below about the Kick Dave thing, because I feel like it's a kind of thing that will be blown over pretty soon. You know, obviously it's a big deal to some people right now, but it's probably not going to be that big of a deal soon enough. Also, feel free to click one of the videos on screen now if you enjoyed this video. They're probably a similar style, it might be old news, but they're still fun to watch, and leave a comment if you enjoyed. Also, if you made it all the way to this part of the video, comment MCYT, comment that, and I'll know that you watched all the way to the end of the video. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.